been involved with Tiger for a little while now, and the street football is the backdrop to the collaboration in Asia, going out, seeing some of the local talent, how they're doing. The tournament obviously runs side by side with that. So street football is synonymous with my career in terms of how I grew up. I grew up playing cage football, street football, so this partnership was a no-brainer in that sense. They wanted to get street football out there and to highlight the importance and what it does for, not only as a football player, when you look at great players, you can see street football in them straight away, the likes of Ronaldinho, Zidane, Diego Maradona, Cristiano, Messi, Rooney. These guys, you can see it in their DNA that street football has been a part of their life, and I think stressing the importance of street football is huge for the continuation of them great players. You can play with freedom, with that spirit, that energy that sets you apart a little bit from someone that hasn't. Listen, I used to travel to Asia and play in pre-season tours for Man United, and I never came back once thinking the talent ain't great. We used to get beat quite a lot or outplayed by a lot of the Asian teams, especially in Japan and South Korea. So I was fully aware straight away. I played against South Korea in the World Cup before, and amazing players. And I think sometimes the big question mark has been about culturally more than anything, not as much as ability for me. It's been more about culture, because the question marks from Europeans, maybe can the Asian players adapt? Can they come and be a part of the culture and adjust to life in Europe? Well, that's been answered by the players at Kagawa, Ji-sung Park, Son, and many more. So that myth's gone. I think the players are more than ready. And when people talk about the physicality, that's a myth as well right now, because when you look at the best team that played club football, Barcelona, under Pep Guardiola, that team, the average height wouldn't have been above 6 foot. I had to retire for family reasons and personal reasons, but I was well and truly ready, don't worry. So it's not like I could have continued playing top level football. I always made it quite clear with my management team, New Era, that when I retire, I want to retire with 3, 4, 5 options, pathways, avenues to go down from business and sport. So, I built kind of a media element in terms of a digital magazine and clothing line, 5. My social media presence was where it needed to be. Punditry, a restaurant, a foundation. So these things were all set up and they were put there from a point where we said we wanted to do it. It was executed, and so when I retired, I wasn't sitting around just kind of scratching what I would be able to do. It was all just sitting there waiting, ready to kind of, I had a decision to make which pathway I was going to go down, and so I went into punditry and continued all the other stuff in the background as well. I could be doing other stuff, but I do love punditry. It keeps your eye into the game, it keeps you in and around it. I'm at the games, I'm at the stadiums, I'm on the pitch side, I'm still seeing the players, you can touch and feel and smell it all. And I think if you look at my social media, that tells you quite obviously how kind of invested emotionally still I am in football and how much you love it. I don't miss the day in, day out, no. I miss when I get to a game and you smell the freshly cut grass, the big occasions, what's riding on the games, it's just a trophy at stake. I miss all that. You can't deny that at all. I miss that. Like, you can borderline crave for it a little bit to get that back, or a moment for that. But to be honest with you, the day-to-day, the nutrition, the regimented, being places at particular times, have to do this, being told by someone and governed by one particular person, you can and can't do this. I don't miss all that. Being able to get up, sit there, finish the day, kids been put to bed, me and the missus sit there and say, babe, get me a beer, please. I couldn't do that when I played. It's a beautiful thing to be able to do it now because I've never been able to do it. I've watched a lot of people do it and thought, oh, one day I'll do that. Now I can do that with no regrets, no guilt.